My husband, he is man with very few words, but that just one sentence was beginning of my healing.
Hey there, welcome to Season 5 of Stories Unveiled, the podcast where we believe every story matters because every story reveals the faithfulness of God. Here, we have honest conversations about the ordinary moments, the unexpected detours, and the life-altering heartbreaks that shape us. Each episode, our guests courageously share their journeys, reminding us that even in our messiest seasons, Jesus is present and at work. Together, we'll hold hardship in one hand and hope in the other as we uncover God's story woven through our own. I'm Ashley Sears, and I'm so grateful you're here. Today, I have the honor of sitting down with Borum and G On, the founders of Faith in Action. Their lives are a beautiful testament to what can happen when ordinary people say yes to an extraordinary God. What was born out of their own personal stories and an act of obedience to God has become a mission of stepping in to some of the darkest places with the light and love of Jesus Christ. Through compassion, advocacy, and unwavering faith, Borum and G have committed their lives to walking alongside women on their journey from exploitation to restoration. Thank you, Borum and G, so much for being here. I want to dive right into your story. You guys are doing amazing things for God's kingdom, but I first want to jump into, so you both were raised in South Korea.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, but you did not know each other growing up. You, funny enough, found out later that somehow your families were connected, your grandfathers were friends.
Sure. Yeah.
But you didn't know each other then. Talk to me a little bit about what it was like growing up in South Korea.
I don't know, I don't have a very special memory, but what I remember is my all childhood. I live in that very short, small perimeter, you can say, like elementary school, middle school, high school, everything was probably in a mile radius.
Oh.
So that was my territory.
So you could walk?
Yeah, could walk, yeah. And then, yeah, it's much different than now.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah. We could just like go out, play all day with bicycle and then come back when before suns goes down. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Borum?
Well, so last time when we went to Korea together, after we got married, he did not know anything about Korea.
Who?
He did not know because he, like he said, he was living in this kind of like neighborhood and in a pretty wealthy Seoul area.
Okay.
So I had to like take him everywhere and show him around. My father was a teacher and he had to move around many different cities. So I went to same elementary school 2 times.
Oh, okay.
So moved to countryside, to Seoul, or like many other cities. So we were expert in packing.
Yeah.
Pack and go. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Borum, tell me a little bit about your childhood because something happened when you were a teenager. Give me a little bit of backstory about that and talk to me about what happened.
Yeah. It kind of all begins with our family history. And by the way, I reconciled with my father 2 years ago.
That's amazing.
And my father got to hug my children, which is his grandchildren. But that took me about good 10 years to get to that point, and without God, I couldn't be able to. As many people know, hurt people hurt others. I think my whole childhood, I had this side project for myself. It's learning about my family and my father. I need to figure it out why my father had to beat me so badly like that since I was 5 years old. From 5 years old all the way to around like 14, basically, I didn't question because that's the only family you know. So I didn't have a reason to make a question about that. I thought that is family. And I thought that's what father should be, you know, like didn't question. But it was very painful because my father will beat me until the point that I want to faint. The time I prayed without knowing who God is, I grew up in Buddhist family, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't grow up in a Christian home. G, did you?
No, I was grew up in a secular home.
Secular home. Okay, and you grew up Buddhist?
Yeah, but we didn't go to temple very often or anything. When my mom has a hard time, then she would go to temple and that kind of like family.
Yeah.
So without knowing God, I remember I made my first prayer, like, God, if you are real, please make me faint now because this is so painful, you know, but he didn't make me faint and I had to feel all this pain. And it was rage, you know, it's not spanking, it's not disciplining, it's just like rage, you know. If that happens that night, I can't go to school next day because I can be
bruises.
And I remember I would be shaking all night, and then my mom crying and put ointments on my body, and my younger brother cries next to me, things like that. You know, that's kind of like my ultimate fear almost every day. And when we have a even good moment, we would always read air. If something doesn't please my dad, it will be like, it will be tornado, right?
Yeah.
So always like walking on eggshell kind of environment. So I was kind of questioning. I think I become around like 13, 14. I remember I went to my friend's home and doorbell rang, and my friend was like run to her dad and jumped on him, and he picked her up and like, you know, like she's a big girl, you know, and that shook me. Like, what is that? Something I've never seen before. My father, he's always very scary and like strong and tiger, you know. I think at that time I was just like listening what my grandma and aunt will say about my dad, and he went to army duty, which all Korean men should go for 2 years. I think at that time was 4 years, and he was getting abused in army. So he chose to go to a Vietnamese war to be able to help himself out of the abuse.
Yeah.
And there he, you know, before he was raised by a single mom, and he were always questioning what's father look like, what is a father love is like. He never received father's love, right?
Yeah.
And I saw some of his photo from Vietnamese war and kind of like try to guess and grasp why he's that way. Now I know that this is not right. This is so unfair. I'm starting to growing and becoming, you know, little older kid, and I think I'm starting to thinking like this, I need to escape, or like this is not right? And nobody can help me to be safe. And then one day, it was the night that I know that's the night that he's going to be really angry, and adrenaline.
Yeah, adrenaline.
Yeah, just coming up and high, and I was like not planning anything. It was a very cold winter in South Korea, wearing short t-shirts and pants. I supposed to go to bed, you know, and I ran.
You left?
And I ran to the highway, and I hitchhiked the car. A big truck stopped, and that's where I escaped. And I guess I was too young, had no plan, was not really thinking logically, and I don't know what I was thinking.
So you hitchhiked, and what happened after that?
Yeah, the truck driver asked me where I need to go. And I think he wanted to help me because I looked like I'm escaping from something really dangerous. And I said, train station. I still don't know why train station.
Where were you going to go?
I was thinking to going to my friend's home, which is a couple of cities away.
So taking the train to get there was...
Yeah, and I don't know how much the train will cost either.
Yeah.
I stole about like $20 worth Korean money from my mom's purse.
Yeah.
And then I ran.
Yeah.
And I actually don't remember. I think God is protecting me. Like, I remember things and I don't remember certain things.
Yeah.
And I get always so fascinated when people sharing their childhood memories. I don't have many memories. I was trying to buy these tickets and I bought the ticket and I took a train and I went to a train station called Daejeon.
Okay.
It is totally opposite direction to where I actually need to go.
Oh no.
I wanted to go to Daegu. Daegu is towards to the ocean city called Busan.
Okay.
I went to Daejeon, closer to Seoul.
Okay.
Which I thought Daejeon and Daegu, I mixed it up.
Yes.
That
so you went the
young,
opposite
I
direction.
was like, so I went to Daejeon. I never been there, and my money ran away.
Yeah.
And I was just left there, and so cold. And a young man approached me, and I think, like, I thought he would be a good man who would help me. And he were wearing brown long coat with a red big muffler and clean hair, clean face. It looks like a normal person. And he was basically measuring me. And then he asked me if I want to go with him. So where I'm gonna go, I know that I'm not gonna go to home. He dropped me off at a low-income, kind of like small family home that has like 2 small rooms and kitchenette and things like that. Very typical Korean house that is like kind of like in a lower income area.
Yeah.
And I was there, and then I saw a man sitting and drinking alone. And I just look around. What I remember was a baby photo of a girl, 100 days baby photo. It's a Korean thing that you take a photo of 100 days old baby. They're celebrating 100 days.
Okay.
And family photos. So I can see there should be children and mom, but they weren't there. Only men were there, looked very, very depressed or angry, I don't know. And this young man left me there, and I could imagine he would be my father's age, or, or oldest uncle, kind of like, I guess, 50 or 45, something like that. And the young man left, and this older man asked me sexual things. And, like, I got really scared.
Yeah.
And I remember I was begging, can I not do this?
Yeah.
Can I not do this? Can I not do this? And I was crying, and I felt so disgusted, like it was so hard and crying. And then this young man came back. I guess I did not understand this situation that I've been sold. And I still believe that he doesn't not know what happened to me.
Oh.
And I just don't think he's related. I just don't understand, right?
Yeah.
So I jumped on him and then begging him, like, I don't want to, take me away from him, take me away from him. And he was like, okay. And he took me to a darker room, the same house, smaller room. He didn't turn on the light, but I can see a girl bed, the red and white kilt blanket over this tiny bed, and he raped me there. I think I was a little live until this young man came back.
Yeah.
And when he raped me on that baby bed, I think I just, something dead inside of me.
Yeah.
Shut down. And I was just like, just followed him. I know that I don't want to be there with that guy. I followed him. And I walked, and then he was looking at me back, and I'm just following him. He was going into even worse neighborhood that I can only give you an example. Like when you see the movie, there's like left abandoned home that people kind of like stay together.
Yeah.
You know? You can think of that in Korean version.
Okay.
There was two other teenagers.
Okay.
And his girlfriend was there. And there wasn't like proper bathroom or anything, no shower. It seems like they're just all crashing there. There's no watch or anything. So I actually don't know how long I was staying there exactly, but I feel like it was 5 or 7 days.
Okay.
I was so hungry. Yeah, they will make ramen and I'm so scared to ask for a bite or something like that. Whole time I remember I was so scared his girlfriend will find out that he raped me. She seems like kind of like
she might fight you or she might,
Yeah, she looks scary to me and very powerful to me.
Yeah.
And if she finds out her boyfriend raped me, she's going to punish me. That's what I thought. And that breaks my heart.
You got out at some point. How did that happen?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like any other movies. Like many people think about Taken.
Yep.
It wasn't my story.
Some man didn't come and rescue you with guns and all of the things. No.
I just walked out and this trafficker gave me $1.
Gave you $1.
Yeah. After he took everything.
Yeah.
My childhood, my virginity, my life.
He just handed you $1 and let you walk out?
Yeah, it's called 1,000원. It's $1,
Okay.
right?
It's
Like a Korean dollar?
Korean one.
It's
like
like
1,000 won is about $1.
Okay. Yeah, it's $1.
Okay.
And I was so confused that he's giving it
You're
to
like,
me.
wait a minute.
And then he was also like, I can see that like he felt sorry, like guilt, and like he did a terrible thing to me. You know, it was very confusing moment because that guy wasn't commercial trafficker. He was just a broken man.
Yeah.
And he felt something sorry and he gave me $1 and that's the money that I called my mom at the phone booth. I walked out and found this train station, 대전역, and I just called at the phone booth and my mom came to pick me up.
Wow.
She didn't ask me any questions. I didn't know how to explain what happened. So for 25 years, we both ignored what happened and we just moved on.
Just stuffed it down. Unfortunately for you, it stayed there.
Yeah.
And it kind of rotted away, causing alcohol and all of the things.
Yeah, I was very broken. After that, I was not the same child anymore.
You
My mom,
weren't a child. They had stripped your childhood.
Exactly. I never had a normal childhood and I starting to, you know, focusing on friends, right? But I will always bounce out. So I gave up not having friends and I couldn't do anything with the men. So I were focusing on my friend, the one that I had, which was a girl, and I got confused. And I thought it was a cleaner, better way to live if I just have a relationship with a woman.
With a woman instead.
So he's probably my second boyfriend.
Good choice. So you ended up leaving Korea and moving to the Bay Area, to the San Francisco Bay Area. And at some point you also left Korea. And
So my family moved here in 2004.
Okay.
And then I came to California like around 2008 for school.
Okay. Got it. And when you moved, was it just you?
Yeah, I moved in 2004 when I was 24, just to myself, only because that my mom was in America,
Okay.
in San Francisco Bay Area, and I just
Went to follow her and
just to follow her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, spend some time with her because she was missing for many years in my life, and I was now I can, I just thought I would do something crazy, like I just didn't
move across the world.
Yeah, and just pack 2 suitcases, and I just talked to myself, I will never go back to Korea unless I turn my life around. And I think that's why I was working really hard, because that was basically my second chance,
Yeah. Yeah. And at this point, were you a follower of Jesus? Like, had you become a Christian at that point?
Yeah. We are kind of like missing that, like how I become a Christian. But basically, yes, right after I received Jesus, I came to America as a very young Christian.
Yeah. And so you received Jesus and made that decision in Korea.
In Korea, yes.
Okay. So then you met G. You guys met at school, and your relationship kind of developed. How long did you guys date?
A couple years.
Okay.
Couple years, yeah.
Okay.
I got married.
You got married in California.
California.
Your story is a little different than
my story.
Other people's.
I think a lot of people take this path as well, but completely ignoring what happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it comes with pride. Like I can't let people know what I am and where I'm from, So I didn't tell him either.
Wow.
So he did not know what I went through. We've been married for that time, I think, close to...
The first time you shared with me briefly was when we were still in
Alameda,
so that
California.
That was like what? Like 2-3 years?
Yeah.
2 or 3 years into your relationship?
Yeah, after we got married.
Oh, into your marriage. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You shared just a little bit.
In a way that I can share, My husband, he is man with very few words, and that really, that's when I got really attracted by it. He's very quiet.
So when he speaks, though, it means something.
It means something, yeah. So when he said that, oh my gosh, something melted in my heart. I was crying and laughing, you met me when I was 29. How can you help me when I was 14? But that just one sentence was beginning of my healing. I cannot forget that night in our first apartment in Alameda, where we start our life together. And I shared it because I've been drinking secretly. When I was single, I had to drink, and then I go to this dark stage and repeating the memory over and over and thinking about all different cases. If I just stepped out, if I grabbed a knife, if I did that,
You're replaying your trauma.
Replaying every time. My mom knew that I have a problem, but nobody knew.
So you were hiding it from G?
I was trying to.
Yeah.
But you live together 24/7.
He knew.
He knew he'd find out, right?
Yeah.
And I started to going out and drinking and causing very dangerous situations. And that broke his heart.
Yeah.
And our marriage was falling apart. And God was keep nudging my heart, you need to tell him what you are going through. And I was like, if there's one person I can keep this a secret from, one person, it's him.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everyone knows about my dark secret, but if I can hide it from one person, it's him.
Yeah.
And I just sat down, and I felt like he's going to leave me soon, and I told him when I was 14, this is what happened, and this is really affecting me still, and I don't know what to do. And I couldn't quit.
Yeah.
I failed after 6 months, after 4 months, after a week, after a year, almost a year I didn't drink. And I always fail and go back to the same situation. And we weren't good,
Yeah.
But I don't think many people knew that we weren't good. Outside it looked okay.
Yeah.
And I was starting to questioning more about heaven. Like, what is heaven? Like, I was like questioning that, like, I can't believe in heaven. Where is heaven? There's a space after sky. Where's the heaven? I can't. And I was like talking to myself, like, I gotta make this right. I mean, I can't. I'm being honest to myself. I can't believe in heaven. So I was keep questioning to God, talking to God, like, I need to know about this. And I starting to watching a lot of near-death experiences.
Yeah.
And by the grace, I got to the point that I can really accept heaven is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from there, God was doing something in his heart too, and COVID happened.
Oh, yep. 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2020 changed a lot of people's life in
Sure
different
did.
way.
Yeah.
For us, so I was not really believer. Like, that was our, like, 8th years in our marriage, something like that. But still, like, I was not a believer. And every Sunday was a battle, you know, like, she want me to go to church, I don't want to go to church, and then, so there's the whole thing. So that the 2020 happened, I start questioning what's going on.
Right.
And it leads to the truth about God. And there's a lot of, like, revelation happens. And especially, I saw a lot of, like, child trafficking was happening already.
Yeah.
And what these evil people's doing, I thought it's like beyond evil stuff. And I realized that moment that there must be Satan. Otherwise, these people cannot do what doing to the children.
Yeah.
And that moment, like, also realized if there's Satan, there must be God. That was a, like, big revelation.
That gave me chills.
Yeah.
That's the year that my first son was an 1.5 years old baby. And he was going onto this rabbit hole, you know, like,
Yeah.
and he were like, so like, I can tell, like, he's like, it was a very important season of his life, but I was like busy mom, and he will tell me things, and I'm like, what? And he's sharing in this dark web, the babies are sold young as 1.5 years old.
So that was the age of your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, I knew that the world is evil, but I never heard anything like that. And to be honest, ever since then, every time when I'm taking my children, taking bath, helping them to take a bath, you know, or changing a diaper, or like carrying my baby, like, how?
Yeah, you can't even think about how that is something that happens in the world. And the only explanation for it is evil, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only, and Satan, the enemy, like, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy even babies.
Yeah. Basically, the child sacrifice been doing since the beginning, and they just repackaged it.
Yeah.
They renamed it, and then, it's been same.
So Faith in Action is, as Borum told me last time we were chatting, is a plug-in ministry. And it's a ministry that you guys you come alongside other ministries to help do what? What do you do?
We are basically plug-in ministry. We don't want to create something new.
Yeah.
We are coming in as a business background.
Yeah. Because you own businesses.
We do.
Yeah.
I'm interior designer and he's an architect, and
you also make tallow.
Yeah.
And there are so many endeavors, business things that you have. Yeah. So you took that background.
Yes. When we saw this nonprofit ministry industry community, I realized that there's so many great ministries and organization, and we should collaborate rather than create something new again while other organization is already doing it. We just attended gala of Why Baby Tears.
Yes.
And I did not know exactly what they're doing. I kind of knew, but I couldn't imagine they would go to red light district and actually rescuing them.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that way. I just thought, oh, they do some good work, let's go help them. And I was there and I'm singing their videos, what they're doing. And those girls are me.
Yeah.
They're me, they are going there to where they at, the way they are now. They're helping them there.
Yeah.
That broke my heart. And I remember that day I was like crying, and also I saw a hope. Like that was just so mind blowing for me. I just talked to Kenny right away. I need to go. See their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If God can do this in my life, He can do it to you too.
Yeah.
And we, right away that same year, we sponsored 14 missionaries, and we also went as a family with 3 years old, 4 years old, and 5 years old children to Philippines to see what they are doing. And with the team, we did exactly what they've been doing. So we thought we'll be sponsored, and we thought we are becoming a missionaries. And I was so excited, passionate about to go meet with these girls.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning.
Yeah.
Until we saw the niche. We were singing this model and many other anti-human trafficking models: rescue, first aid, restoration, education, and home. And they have to go back to rescue again. Because they're focusing on rescuing her out of the trafficking. But the system goes all the way to around 5 years, generally speaking. And after 5 years, we call alumni or graduates.
Yes.
They go their own. And there's not many hands and feet or resources for those graduates.
Yeah, when they come out of the cycle
care.
or the program. Yeah, the care, exactly.
They go back to Red Light Street. There's many reasons. Their family calls them, where's money? What are you doing? We are starving in the Philippines situation. Or they don't feel belong to this new job.
Yeah.
They pay little, obviously. When they're in care, they're devotional. There's case managers, there's partners, accountable partners.
To keep them on track.
Yeah. So what I found out is only keeping them in contact is one Facebook page.
That's not very much.
That's not
to keep
very
them
much.
connected.
No.
They need continued resources.
Yes. So the first thing that we did our own as a name of faith in action, it wasn't actually name of a nonprofit. It was a career fair that is designed for the victim of trafficking and sex trade. That the career fair that we created, that was the name of that event. Actually, it wasn't
a ministry.
It wasn't.
You created an event based on your business background and your passion for helping women get out of this cycle.
Exactly.
And to get them on a career path where they can leave their old past in life and sex trade behind.
Yeah, that was the idea. And it was very successful. 68 graduates came in and 20 in-care girls also joined.
Okay.
And surprisingly, there were some businesswomen, very rare, like handful, but they were there. And they weren't really connecting because of this event that we created in a very nice business hotel at the very big conference room with like 5 meals and snacks and guest speakers and worships and seminars and workshops and some recreational times. And it just draw all these girls come back. And it was amazing. And we came back to our country, America, where we are living in Boise right now. And we're starting to getting a lot of messages from the girls directly. By that time, we were already kind of exposed. Our contact were exposed, and there were a lot of personal askings, and we've been helping, and it become very unhealthy, not on our side, but more their side.
Yeah.
They're like unfairly asking, lying, and not healthy, very not healthy. And sometimes they come back angry, even though after we help them. So we realized that money is not the solution.
Yeah.
And he were also very concerned, me becoming very personally attached.
Yes.
And emotionally attached.
She was having a hard time, like girls, for instance, like asking for money. Hey, my baby's dying. The baby will die if you don't send money. And it put all the burden on her.
Yeah.
I was like, we cannot do this anymore. Like, we're gonna create a nonprofit, and they need to come proper channel.
Yeah.
To protect her.
That makes sense.
So that's how we established
Faith in Action and made that into a nonprofit. And
I want to say Faith in Action, we go by one girl at a time because my story represented it. God saved one girl from South Korea all the way to San Francisco, all the way to Boise, and all the way to Philippines, and who knows, many other countries. And now we are focusing on Boise local ministry. Our first client we could be able to rescue at the Boise skate park, and he was only 18 years old. Now she returned back to her biological mom and dad after 15 years.
wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So with Faith in Action, tell me right now an update and any exciting things that are coming up with the ministry here locally. What are some really exciting things that are happening?
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, we are plug-in ministry because we think this is not competition between organization. It is a collaboration. We don't have to create anything new.
Yeah.
We want to celebrate other organizations, what they're focusing on. We were desperately needing transitional housing, and we are having very good conversation with Idaho Housing Fund Association, and also we are working with other housing ministries like Refugee for Women to adapt their system and their experience over 18 years of managing and coordinating transitional homes for the women who were trafficked before. So all that being said, we are also partnership with the local police officers in Boise to be able to handle this situation in a way that we can actually protect other children and protect the victims in a long term.
That's amazing.
A lot of time, the sex crime against minor happen within the family until they're. So this perpetrator is usually a family member.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. Doesn't really go public or persecuted. So we are working with the local police officer. So until this guy is removed and girl is rescued, there's no safety. So we are working on that, and then
we are also working on a hotline that the victims can call or witness can call for help.
Yeah.
And also we just have recording self-defense classes. Anyone can join to build up more awareness and just to getting together as a community, partnership with his jiu-jitsu gym and my jiu-jitsu gym. This is like a Boise area jiu-jitsu community is really championing our ministry. And also we have other community events happening to be able to get together and network and just to be able to share hearts so that if there's anyone who's not sharing their story or having hard time going through the situation they're in, that we can be the safe place for them.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So we need good men because, I mean, by this time, many people found out all this trafficking, all this crime is mostly run by the government, and there's no help is coming. No one's gonna solve this problem. So the men need to rise up, and we need to deal with it ourselves.
Yeah. I love
Just
that.
imagine there's all these good men just stand up and
There are so many good men.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to be able as women to empower that, like, we all have God-given roles and talents and gifts and callings, but to have strong men that are right with the Lord, that serve Him first and just lead by example. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to just set an example.
Yeah,
right?
we are created as the protector of family or the vulnerable, and we're supposed to be a provider.
Yeah.
But so just doing that helps. Yeah.
Well, I love that. And I could sit and talk to both of you all day because there's so many more layers to your story, I know, and there are just so many amazing things. In the description and the notes for this episode, there will be a link to Faith in Action. And you partner with Wipe Every Tear, right? And so we can add that as well. For people to go and check you guys out and check out your ministry, if anybody wants to order tallow, we can tallow Jenna, but really Faith in Action and helping bring awareness, and whether it's a financial need met or just support, prayer, whatever that is, I just want to help point people in that direction and bring awareness to help complete the mission that the Lord has put on your guys' hearts.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here and for your transparency and just your obedience in what God's called you guys to do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's conversation on the Stories Unveiled podcast. We would love it if you would leave us a rating or a review. If you would like to learn more about Stories Unveiled and our events, go to storiesunveiledconference.com or follow us on Facebook or Instagram at storiesunveiled_. The Stories Unveiled podcast is created in partnership with KTSY and Barefoot Media Ministries. For more encouragement and other podcasts, visit ktsy.org. Have an incredible day and go live unveiled.